Hello, my name is Stef Pillaert and I welcome you to this course. Now, before we start, I think it's necessary to explain a few things about how we are going to deal with this course. Most of the time, this course will actually be controlled through Perusal. Perusal is an online environment, and there are a few things that you should know, or maybe you know already, about this Perusal environment. First, we have the library. In the library, you can find, or you should be able to find, all the course material. In this case, it's provided in Dutch and in English. I suppose that you will be more interested in the English versions. And besides the library, these are all the documents that are actually the course material. Besides that, there are assignments. These assignments are arranged week by week. So the first week, this is the Dutch version, the English version of the assignment. And actually it is a certain part of this course material. You have to study. For instance, if we open this first assignment, okay, there is a tour. Maybe you should check this tour, but I'm going to skip it for now. And sorry. This is the start of the assignment, and actually you should start reading what's written here. Click on this video, I will explain something about this text, then you read the text. Probably you will be invited to read other parts in the library. And if you have a question, you will have a lot of questions, it's possible to ask those questions through Perusal. You can also do this on campus, but I invite you and I encourage you to do this, why not via Perusal. So you can just select a part of the text, you type in your question, you finish by hitting return, and then your colleagues can see your question and maybe they can and will help you out. If they don't, I will. Okay. It's not only possible to do this on a text basis, you can also do this on figures. For instance, if you want to ask a specific question about this part of the figure, then you have to use this button, annotate figure, and then you can select this part of the figure, and then the same principle. You ask a question, someone else can help you with this question, and so on. As you can see, you don't have to type in your questions. There are some other possibilities, and the most interesting probably is that you can also insert an image. So especially for making exercises, you wrote something down and you want to share this, or you want to share your question, well, just import this as an image, a screenshot from your computer, or a photograph that you made with your smartphone, whatever. By using these buttons, you will notice that it is possible to check all the comments, all the questions that your fellow students put into Perusal, so you can keep track on everything that's going on. And I will do exactly the same, obviously. Now you will notice that there is some kind of grading system in Perusal. Perusal tries to give you some scoring, some grading. Now there is some kind of artificial intelligence in this grading principle. Now let's make this very clear from the start. I don't use this scoring system. Maybe you get an email from Perusal, so dear student, you haven't finished your assignment yet, don't forget, or your score is a little bit low. Well, I don't care. These messages are not coming from my side. I don't see them, I don't use them. It has nothing to do with the evaluation of this course. Okay, but they exist in Perusal, and I'm sorry if they annoy you every now and then. We will use Perusal for making annotations, for asking each other questions. Now, there is a small thing that you should know. There is, of course, a table of contents. Now, this table of contents is not the table of contents of this assignment. This assignment, for instance, is only about chapter 2, but this table of contents is about the entire text material. So you can jump to chapter 4 by accident, since this is not necessary in the first assignment. But if you click on this, then you will leave this assignment, and this can be somewhat confusing. Don't panic, you can go back to the assignment. Now you will see that these assignments are arranged on a week-by-week basis. How does it work? Well, for instance, in your schedule that you got from the university, for this course, you will probably see every week 2 moments. The first one will be an online moment, let's say on Wednesday, and the second one will be an on-campus moment, for instance on Friday. What I mean with those moments is these are time slots where you can be and should be and have the time to work on this course. Is this long enough? It depends. Some students work very fast, some students work slower, but these are at least some moments where you have time and you should take time to work on this course material through perusal. And some students will need to start a little bit earlier than this date. Some students can allow to start a little bit later, but this assignment should be finished by the end of the on-campus session that is after this date. So this date is normally should be one of the days where you have an online session. So assume that most of you will start studying this when there is an online session in your schedule. And then we have on Friday an on-campus moment and you go on. You maybe still have some work to do in this same assignment, but then we will be together on campus where I can help you. While you're working online, we won't see each other live, face to face, but there will be some time slots that I will be announcing through Toledo, where I will be online in case you have questions already. In case you have questions while you are studying this course material, while you're watching the videos, while you're reading the course text, and maybe while you are already trying to make some exercises. So you should not see, okay, the online is for studying the theory and on campus is for making exercises. Most students do it like that. It's fine with me, but I'm not convinced that this is the best way. I think that you should also try to start to make some exercises before the on-campus session is there. And I will be helping you online on those moments whenever you have a question. Okay, you go online on these time slots that I will announce through Toledo and you ask this question. If you don't have any question, you don't go online and you keep on working. But I assume that you will be on campus when the on-campus session starts, let's say Friday afternoon. And by the end of this Friday afternoon, the first assignment should be finished. You should be able to understand everything that's written in the course material. You should more or less understand all the videos, and you should, and this is the most important, you should be able to make all the exercises. If you actually made them or not, that's up to you, but you should feel comfortable with everything that is in this exercise. And that should be finished by the end of the on-campus session. So it will ask some timing, some planning from your side. You have a lot of freedom in this, but it should be finished not on this date. This is a date of the online part, but it should be finished on the end of the first on-campus session after this date. And these dates, these sessions, you can find them in your roster that you got from the university. So you can ask your questions through perusal, obviously. This will happen most often during the online sessions, but also during the online session you can ask your questions online on those time slots. And I suppose that when we are on campus, then we will ask the questions face to face. You will be together working with other students on those exercises, or even still on processing the content. I have no problem at all when you are on campus that you are still watching some video material, maybe for the second time, to be sure that you understand everything okay. So please bring your laptop with you during these on-campus sessions, and if necessary, you just use your laptop to, with a headphone, I suppose, to listen to some part of the video material. And by the end of the on-campus session, you should be on top of everything, both theoretically, but most important also with the exercises that you will have to be able to make. Very important to know, the exam will be purely exercises. So you have to be capable to apply everything that you see. You have to be capable to calculate, to design a steel structure, and you will have to do this actually on the exam. Last but maybe not least, it is possible to get these assignments in your calendar, add to my calendar, and then here is the link that you can import in Outlook, that you can use on your smartphone, whatever. This might help you keeping this rhythm of weekly based assignments.